Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best streaming microphones. Starting at number 5. HyperX Quadcast S. The gamer-centric HyperX Quadcast S is an excellent microphone for the gamer or streamer looking for an easy-to-use, clear-sounding mic. While it doesn't quite match up to the Yeti X in terms of sound quality, the Quadcast S makes up for it in design and feature set. The biggest draw of the Quadcast S is that it's loaded with built-in features that usually end up being pricey add-ons. For other streaming microphones, opens in new tab. The built-in shock mount prevents the mic from picking up any accidental bumps that happen during a contentious Warzone match or overly active Discord chat. The built-in pop filter is also a nice touch considering I always have issues trying to find the optimal position and distance for my ring-a-dink $7 pop shield, and it never quite stays where it's supposed to when mounted. The touch-sensitive mute button at the top of the microphone is excellent, too. Off and mute buttons and switches make a loud click when recording. Tap to mute sensor with LED status indicator. Use the convenient tap-to-mute functionality to prevent an audio accident along with the help of the LED mic status indicator. If the light is on, the mic is active. If the light is off, the mic is muted. For selectable polar patterns, choose between 4 polar patterns: stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, bidirectional, to optimize your broadcast setup and keep the focus on the sounds you want to be heard. Customizable via HyperX Ingenuity software. Personalize your RGB lighting and effects with the HyperX Ingenuity software. Gain control adjustment easily adjusts your mic sensitivity by turning the dial at the bottom of the Quadcast. Coming at number 4. Rode NT-USB Mini. As tiny mics go, the Rode NT-USB Mini is an impressive offering from Rode. It takes everything I want from a premium mic and shrinks down to something more affordable, but still retains the top-tier audio quality we've come to know from Rode. It's a solid-sounding microphone despite its tendency to pick up some background noise. The $100 Rode microphone seems a bit unbelievable, but somehow it's a reality. Years ago, we reviewed the Rode NT-USB, opens in new tab. The NT-USB Mini somehow manages to shrink that mic down even further. Now it's a cute little recording cube, but it also offers some subtle, smart design improvements. Zero latency monitoring mode removes the delay of your voice in playback. That's important because, depending on the type of setup you have, it can be super distracting to hear your own voice a few milliseconds after speaking. This deals with all that rather well. The Rode NT Mini's digital mixer, Rode Connect, allows for up to 4 minis, and only minis, to be plugged into a PC. It may not seem like a big deal, but most people would be shocked to know that trying to get multiple USB mics to work on a single computer is a nightmare. It often confuses your recording software or, worse, makes all the mics share the same track, which makes it near impossible to edit. At number 3. HyperX SoloCast. The HyperX SoloCast is the best of a slew of new budget-oriented microphones. This new breed delivers their more expensive siblings' audio performance, prioritizing the sound over extensive feature sets for a frankly fantastic price. For less than $60, you're really paying for the portability and ease of use. As far as sound quality is concerned, you usually get what you pay for. But the HyperX SoloCast is hoping to prove that a microphone that's cheaper in price doesn't have to mean cheap sound. HyperX has stripped down one of its Quadcast mics down to the bare essentials. I reviewed the $160 HyperX Quadcast S, opens in new tab, and fell in love with its sound and the number of smart quality of life features on the microphone, which set it apart from other mics. When comparing the HyperX SoloCast and Quadcast S, the sound quality is scarily similar when using cardioid mode across both. Both mics have a 20 Hz to 20 kHz frequency response and a 16-bit sample rate, so the quality of sound is there if that's your chief concern. Unlike its namesake, the SoloCast has just the single cardioid polar pattern as opposed to the 4 that's offered on the Quadcast mics. Number 2 of my list. Blue Yeti X. There's a reason Blue microphones tend always to have a place on our list. The Blue Yeti X is a hybrid model of the Nano and the original Yeti, an amalgam of the better bits of both. Even as new microphones enter the space, the Yeti X continues to be a reliable recommendation for anyone looking for a great-sounding mic. The sturdy microphone now has an LED-lit front panel that usefully monitors your volume levels at a glance, and the sound quality remains top-notch. This smart knob of functionality also allows on-the-go tweaks to gain headphone levels while using the built-in 3.5 jack and blend modes. It's crisp and clear, with an impressively wide range that feels like it represents your voice clearly in recordings. The downside to this mic is it's quite chunky, but the included stand does a great job of keeping it stable on a desk. It also does okay at keeping vibrations from shooting through it and into the microphone, causing annoying feedback. Your best bet to reduce this further will be a boom arm with some form of suspension. However, Blue recently released a World of Warcraft Edition Yeti X, opens a new tab, too. That's the one pictured above from our testing. It offers the same features as the Yeti X, except it's rocking a nice black with gold trim design along with some neat fantasy glyphs all over the mic. More importantly, it lets you choose to voice to various Warcraft races like gnomes, imps, and of course, orcs, opens a new tab. And number 1. Shure MV7 Podcast Microphone. If you're a musician or want your voice to sound the way it's meant to be heard, the MV7 is an easy recommendation. If you don't mind reaching deep into your pocketbook, that is. There are affordable mics on this list, but it is still absolutely true that if you want the best, you will have to pay for it. You don't really need to be much of a sound person to know Shure makes killer audio gear. Chances are, you've seen some of your favorite musicians rock a Shure microphone on stage or in the studio. It gives you the best of both worlds by providing the adaptability of XLR, especially if you use professional audio interfaces, and the versatility of Type B micro inputs for recording on the go with laptops and mobile devices. Shure's first hybrid XLR/USB microphone manages to provide pro-grade sound with minimal setup and expertise. While it is more expensive than your average premium mic, its versatility completely justifies the cost. It's hands down one of the best microphones I've used for recording. The mic itself does an excellent job of isolating my voice while ignoring the loud hums of my desktop PC, air conditioner, and any other ambient nonsense I have going on in the background. You will notice some pretty loud plosives, so it might be best to invest in a shield to block your breath from the mic, or not having the mic directly in front of you when recording. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.